The truth is, the old traditional business model for personal trainers doesn't work. And the biggest problem you have is if you don't make the changes, you don't get on board, you're going to be left behind. It's what opened my eyes, and it's what I based my book on. The Tony Robbins quote that he says himself, "Don't trade your time for money, it's the worst trade in the world." Now the thing is, what I'm going to take you through works for building a face-to-face personal training business or an online fitness business. Now I know that this is a big promise, but I have the upper hand. Literally from watching trainers, coaches and health professionals around the world right now build their dream online fitness businesses, I want to give you the exact steps that you can start taking and putting into action for today. So let's put some foundation in place right now so you can take away from this episode what's going to build your business, your success, the lifestyle that you want, the freedom that you really want to have. So let me ask you this, do you want more? More clients, more freedom, more money, more ability to be able to help more people around the world, to have a bigger positive impact? And do you want less? Less stress, less confusion, less frustration, and less of doing the jobs that you don't enjoy doing? So if you're nodding your head right now, I know how you feel. I was stuck in the same time for money trap that the traditional business model for personal trainers puts us in. It means there is only a limited amount of hours every day, which means there's a limited amount of clients that you can see each and every day, and there's only a certain amount that you can really charge. So once you get to that certain point, you're at the success ceiling. Being a trainer for over a decade, running a personal training business in Sydney and in Dubai, the truth slapped me in the face. It slapped me in the face when I was racing home one afternoon after having a full day of clients from early morning to late afternoon. I was racing home to try and give my new baby daughter the bottle to spend some time with her before she went to bed. I wasn't living the lifestyle that I wanted, I wasn't being the person that I wanted to be, and I wasn't having the impact in the world with what I wanted to have. And worst of all, by traditional personal training standards, I was successful. Having a full book of clients, doing up to 50 hours, even up to 70 hours of face-to-face training and consulting in a week. I had it, but really I didn't have it. I had a lot less. Even having trainers work for me in the businesses, I was at that success ceiling, and that time for money trap came crushing down on me, which meant I had to make some huge changes, and those changes have led to me now living here in Bali, running multiple online fitness businesses and doing the jobs, working on the projects that I really love. So if you're like me, you want to break free from that time for money trap. You want to be able to give yourself the actual right foundation, the right business model, so that you're doing what you love. You're helping people with the expertise, the skills, the knowledge that you have, and you're getting the personal rewards. You're earning the money that you want, you have the freedom, and you have the lifestyle. And that's exactly what I want to give to you with this episode. And to prove that this is what trainers, coaches, health professionals around the world are using to build their dream fitness businesses, I'm going to introduce to you a couple of clients that are going through and are achieving some great success really easily and really quickly. Firstly, I want to introduce Erins to you. Erin's in the pro circle at the moment and has had some really big gains and has a unique story that I know can really resonate with you. Erin came to me with a steady face-to-face personal training business, but it was by making some small but really powerful changes where he's now able to bring on trainers to work for himself. His own book of personal training clients is full, and he's now working on building a bigger online fitness business. The cool thing is, within just the first kickoff call that we had together with the coaching, we were able to pinpoint some opportunities that he hadn't taken yet. Best of all, within a couple of weeks and putting the plan into action that we put together, he made a $200,000 contract of personal training. And then just weeks after that, replicating the exact same system that I put together, he was able to sign on another $240,000 contract of personal training. Now, I know this is an anomaly, this is an outlier, but I want to show you what's possible, because imagine what you could do by adding $440,000 of personal training within just a couple of weeks. The really cool thing is now Aaron's focusing on building his online fitness business, having clients come to him from all over the world, and now leading into online personal training, selling one-off products, even into membership sites. There are multiple revenue streams that you're able to put in place for yourself. And before we go any further, if you're frustrated with working really hard on your business, really trying to get on the clients and not being able to build the income, get the clients on board that you want, it's not your fault. The usual mainstream advice from all the gurus and the PT schools just doesn't work. And this is why you need to make some really important and big changes. The traditional model of what personal trainers run is flawed, and this is why I want to take you through the steps to make sure you avoid that right now. So what you need is to set up what I call the engine. This is the exact steps that you can put into play so your business is growing on autopilot. So you're signing on new clients every week, you're growing your following, and it's the natural progression of steps that you can have in place working for you 24/7. Though the problem is when you're doing this by yourself and you're trying to do it with all the guesswork, it's hard and it's confusing. It's complicated with 101 questions that are probably running through your head and have already run through your head when asking how do you grow your online fitness business, but even more complicated when you're trying to fight against all your competitors. As so many trainers and health professionals come to me and say, isn't the online health and fitness world saturated? And the truth is, it is saturated, but it's not competitive. You are very much able to build the business that gives you the income, that gives you the ability to have that positive impact with so many people around the world. You just have to do it right. You just have to use what's proven to work. This is why I'm going to take you through right now the must follow steps so you can grow your online personal training and be able to start signing on clients so easily and quickly. But the important caveat that I have to put in here right now is that you have to be a good trainer. You have to get results with your clients. I'm not here to help trainers and coaches that don't have the expertise, don't have the knowledge, don't have the skills. What I want to be able to do is package up your skills, your knowledge, everything that you have that gets results with your clients and puts it into the right platform. To show you that this works, I want to introduce to you a real world example, a Pro Circle member, Jacob. As Jacob started with the same problems, concerns, and frustrations I know so many others are going through when it comes to how do I build, how do I get to my dream online fitness business. With literally following through the 3 steps that I'm going to take you through right now, Jacob was able to have a huge impact, start an online fitness program that is going around the world and setting up a system that means he's making sales 24/7. You can see here that his transformation program that he was able to create. Now for you, there are some really important takeaways to make sure that you succeed and don't go through the pain of so many that have their programs crash and burn and literally don't make any sales or really very little. Before creating his transformation program, we made sure that we had the right brand behind it, which was himself, to also have the clarity and strength of his following. Now, it's not about having hundreds of thousands of followers. It's more important to have raving fans. People that love what you do, soak in every article, video, every piece of content that you produce. The next important steps was to actually creating the program, piece together knowing exactly what his target market wants. So what I want for you to be able to create your perfect product and know what the main strengths is that is going to get nothing short of great results with the people that you take on board. But it's created in such a unique way, you can just copy someone else's, but I'll show you how to do this and how to start making the sales. I'm going to walk you through the steps right now to make this happen. Now let's cover a really critical step, and that is you and your market that you're going to serve. Do you know firstly who it is that you're going to be serving? What are their pains? What are the problems? What are the fears that they have? What are they looking for? What are the real gains that they're looking for? What are the achievements that you can help them have? And then what also are the objections do they have? This is where you've got to be really honest with yourself. Why are they not going to buy from you? If you actually start listing out and creating what I imagine to be your sales message and what's really important, then you can start creating the actual program for what they can buy on into. This is where having the clarity of what your business model is that you're going to run, who you're serving, what you're actually going to be selling, what are people coming to you for, how do you get results with your clients, is a foundation of what you need to start with of having those answers. I start with this because I have so many people coming to me wanting to grow their online business, but initially being really scared about it, not knowing how they're going to overcome their competitors. And this is the fundamental first step that you've got to have in place to be able to step head and shoulders above your competitors. And the most important step to you blowing away your competitors is having the uniqueness, having that really clear message of why are people going to come to you. Answer that question, write that down right now. It is critical. Why are people going to be coming to you? What are they attracted to initially? What is the problem that you're going to be solving, and how do you make it as quick and as easy as possible? And do they understand that message? Now, these are just a few questions that you can be answering right now. And honestly, I have hours of coaching because this focuses just on the first 7 days of the programs that I take my business clients through. But you can start this as of now and put this into action. And that's why I want to make sure that you get this right, because everything that you produce moving forward, every social media status, every video, every article, every sales message, every piece of communication that you put forward needs this thread of a message weaving through it. Alright, then we have a major next step, and that is your sales funnel. This is just a natural set of steps that we put in place that take someone from not knowing you to knowing you, liking you, trusting you, to a customer and client of yours, and then even better, to referring more people to you, so your business is just growing and it's on autopilot. This is literally how your business grows without you having to be there and do that hard manual work. The idea of a sales funnel is that you start with a certain number at the top, and with a natural set of steps that you put in place, you know how many customers and clients that you're going to end up with on an each week, each month basis. Most trainers are absolutely blown away with how easy this is when you actually start putting this into place, especially because this is actually really having the system in place that's going to be having customers and clients coming to you, which initially so many trainers are doing the complete opposite. You're probably chasing after your clients, hounding after every one of them. This is the complete opposite. People are going to be coming to you from now on and making sure you only take on the customers and clients that you want. So let me take you through a real life example right now. So here we have a website that should be the hub of your business, and I always recommend that your website should have one main focus, which starting off should likely be list building. So this is taking someone that's engaging with your content and consuming with it, and you have them opt in for more value that you see what happens through. With example, we are testing out a given diet guide right here, but also using segmentation so we immediately separate males and females. This means that your messaging is very direct and we are only giving them exactly what they want. On the content pages, you see a major focus with the right-hand side column that is always pushing to an opt-in of free value that further takes the steps in the sales funnel to make sure we are always giving them what they want and over-delivering the value. This really separates us from the people in the market to make sure we are signing on members at a high rate. Now, an example of the lead magnets, which are the pieces of value that you are giving away, can range from guides to meal plans, to cheat sheets, to videos, to audio, to interviews. Really, it's any piece of value that you know that your market wants, it's hot on their minds, and it's solving a problem from them right now. Importantly, it needs to be easily consumed. You don't want to be giving long ebooks away here, as what the goal is getting the person that signs up to get results easily and quickly, but showing them how to have a better now to get the results. That means they're going to have a better future and they're going to understand that you're going to be able to provide that. So everything else you have coming when it's through the right messaging, meaning that your programs, your coaching, the plans, the memberships, whatever, it is set up through giving them exactly what they need and them easily and wanting to come on board. This is how we start piecing together a sales funnel and having those easy, natural steps in place so we can turn someone that doesn't know you to start consuming your great content, getting on board, you giving value, building a relationship, and then naturally getting them on board as a customer and client. Now, I want to take you through right now how we can start making really big leaps with your business in such a short amount of time. This is something that I take through every client through to be able to achieve such big gains in income and clients coming on board with such little changes. And this comes to bottlenecks in your business. Bottlenecks are simply a conversion point from where someone is getting stuck and not getting through to the next step. What we want to be able to look at is all the different bottlenecks that you have in your business, simplifying them into a streamline, and then just fixing the biggest ones. Firstly, you have to get people to know you, so you are getting the reach, that you are getting to the right people. You can look at this with the content you can create and where you put it. In the next episode, so let's say you target for the next step for them is to actually sign onto your email list. By taking up a lead magnet, so the effectiveness of your lead magnet is so important here, and your content ability to be able to prime them to be able to do that. Then we have the people on your list that are taking the next step, and here we have them signing up for your program. So this could be a sales page, a video, it's a spiel doing its job, making sure that you are delivering it right, that correct message, and getting them on board. Now, a ninja trick is that we can do here is that we can use retargeting methods to get your offer back in front of the people that we know that are interested to it. Let's say you have a sales page for your online personal training. For everyone that goes onto that website page that is for your online personal training, you have an ability to actually get Facebook to create an audience out of this, which means what you can be doing is everyone that lands on that page, you can follow them up with a very cheap, very effective ad on Facebook, making sure you follow up with them. Because let's face the truth right now, not everyone that's going to land on your page is going to want to buy straight away, is going to want to get on board straight away. So what we can do is have the easy strategy in place to make sure we follow up with those people, because they are your best prospects, your best leads. And having this small but really powerful strategy in place is able to make sure that you pick up the clients and have your business booming. So I've used a basic online personal training funnel as the example, and this is something I know works really well. However, let's say you are only getting 5 out of every 100 people that you take up your lead magnet to see your sales page. If we increase that to just 10 people, so a tiny jump of only 5 right now, we have doubled your client signups. But then if we go putting into the strategy in place that increase people signing up, the last stage, today we go from 5 out of 100 to just 10 out of 100. So in this step, we have them quadrupled your business. But see, let's be honest, it's not your job to know all those steps in detail. You're the fitness professional. You're the one that's got to know how to get your clients into the best shape to give them the results that they really want. And that means you have the skills, you have the expertise to be able to write diets, manipulate programs, get workouts out, and to be able to give them the protocols and plans that they can easily use to be able to reshape the body if that's what they're coming to you for. And especially when it comes to online business, I'm seeing so many health professionals get bogged down with all the tech stuff, all the confusing nitty-gritty details that are only slowing you down or even completely stopping you from able to make it happen. It's just why Michael Jordan had a coach. It's just why Tiger Woods had a coach. And it's just why Richard Branson has a host of executives helping him with every decision. And that's what you need. You don't need to reinvent the wheel. All you need to be able to do is follow through with the proven steps that are going to take you from where you are right now to where you want to go. It's also by having the outside perspective. So you only need to focus on what you need to be able to follow through with. Imagine each and every day, each week, waking up and knowing just the few steps that you need to take to be able to build a business and get the clients that you want. All you need to do is just follow the right steps. And this is what really modeling comes down to. Getting someone else that knows the expertise, has the steps, has gone through it, has failed and made the mistakes already. It's literally compressing time so you have the strategies in place that you can simply follow through with. I'm finding too many people are playing the guessing game when it comes to their future, their livelihood, their finances, their career, their business. And what you need to be doing is simply following through with what all the other coaches, trainers, and health professionals are using right now. Now, what I want you to be able to do is comment below. Tell me what it is that you're going to use from today. Choose one major step that I've given you today. Comment below and tell me what it is that you're going to be doing. And if you've got any questions around this, so I can personally jump in and I can answer and help you along the way. Also, if you're really serious with this and this really resonated with you and you want to jump on a quick 10-minute call with me, this will be the best way for us to be able to actually go through and put together what is the plan that you need to be able to follow through. Literally mapping out the steps for you to go from where you are right now to the fitness business that you really want, so you're able to have more freedom, earn more money, and have a bigger impact as well. So click the link below to be able to reserve that spot, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next episode. Now it's time for you to get the most out of this, and this is where I can jump in and give the answers that you need. So ask your questions in the comments below so I can personally come through and answer them for you. Plus, the best discussions happen on chrisdufay.com, so click on over to get everything that I've got there for you. And did you like this episode? Because if so, click subscribe so I can send you all the episodes to come for free straight to you. And for everything that I can't fit in these episodes, plus the free guides and coaching episodes, then click on over to chrisdufay.com now. Looking forward to seeing you soon and in the success community.